Yesterday in Kenya, Letsile Tebogo and Courtney Lindsey went at it in the 200 meters. Both of them came across the line in the same time, and it was an impressive 1971. In April, that's always going to be an impressive time. I mean, once you go under 20 seconds, that's always impressive. Both of them ran the race two different ways. Letsile Tebogo waited until the last 100 to turn it on, and Courtney Lindsey kind of went hard at it in the first 100 meters, cleared everybody around the curve, and then finished strong. There's more than one way to run fast, and both these runners showed why. But I'm going to talk to you today about why Courtney Lindsey ended up being the victor in that particular race. Both of them are exceptional runners, and both of them have had different type of careers. Obviously, you know Letsile Tebogo is the World Junior 100-meter champion, and you know that Courtney Lindsey spent 4 years in the NCAA collegiate system, where last year he became the NCAA champion in 100 meters. And this year, he's already having tremendous success, already winning 3 meets back-to-back. In Myanmar, he was back in Gainesville with a quality field, and now yesterday in Kenya. I noticed that Courtney Lindsey is running this curve exceptionally fast. I think this was a big reason why he was able to win this race against Letsile Tebogo. I think Letsile Tebogo kind of underestimated Lindsey a little bit in the 200 meters because I think he thought he could have came back and caught him in that last 100 meters, which in all honesty, based on how the race went, he kind of did, but he didn't end up winning the race. And if people are wondering, how comes both of them run 19.71, but Courtney and Lindsey is the victor and they're not both tied for first? Well, when they show us the time of 1971, there's more milliseconds that goes on there. So it might be 1971.9, 1971.8. So Courtney and Lindsey's time was probably slightly faster on the next millisecond over, and that's why he beat Tebogo, even though they both ran 1971. But Letsile Tebogo is definitely in good shape. 1971 in April is just a fantastic time. Same goes for Courtney Lindsey, who ran a great 100 meters up in Myanmar in some negative wind. Saw that Letsile Tebogo the other day ran a 44.2, which means that his strength is just outside of this world. We haven't seen him run 100 meters yet, but we can only expect something great. But the most important thing I want to talk about this race is not the 200 time per se, but the fact that they did it in negative wind. Yes, that's correct. They ran this 1971 in negative 1.5. That means that's the amount of wind that they picked up that was coming in their chest, and that slowed them down a bit. The allowable amount is up to 2.0. So what would they have ran if they ran in the 2.0 allowable wind? We don't know for sure. According to the calculator that I use, which I'm going to link down below so you could put it in yourself, if they had ran in 0.0 wind, which means there was no wind, then they would have ran 19.55, which would have been crazy if they actually ran that time. What's even crazier is if they ran that same effort with a 2.0 allowable wind, then it would have been 19.41. So it's fair to say both Courtney Lindsey and Letsile Tebogo is in great shape, and they're going to be people that we're going to be able to look out for this Olympic year. And the 200 meters in America is going to be ridiculous. I don't know what to expect from them. Both Courtney Lindsey and Tebogo have different strengths and weaknesses, and they're different type of runners. They also have different paths to the Olympics, with Tebogo having a clear path. He's already going to the Olympics. He's from Botswana. There's going to be nobody challenging him. But Courtney Lindsey, as fast as he's running now, has no guarantee. He still has to go to the US trial. You don't want to take the foot off the pedal too much, because now you might get cold after you having a good run, but you don't want to keep running and running because obviously nobody wants to burn out. For Tebogo, he wants to be as ready as possible to face the stiff competition that's going to come from Noah Lyles. Last year, Noah Lyles also won 100 meters, and Tebogo is still going to focus on the 100 meters. We're yet to see him come out in the 100 meters, but I expect him to come out and drop something super fast. In the 100 meters, we haven't had a lot of super fast time. We've had competitive races, yes, but we haven't had super fast times. But this year, I'd love to see some 9.7s, and I can definitely see it with the crop of guys that we have now. With Courtney Lindsey being one of the top guys in the US right now, it will be interesting to see what the other usual suspects are going to drop in the early season if they do end up running the 200 meters. We're talking about Noah Lyles, talking about Arian Knighton, and Kenny Bederick, who are people who have already medaled for America, and all of the names that we don't know yet, which is going to be the most exciting part. In the Olympic year, you just never know who you're going to see. Let me know down in the comments, who do you think is going to be top 3 for the US team?